the link to the
YouTube.com.
past.
Oh yeah, I didn't change anything on the thing, but it's too late now. I can't go back. I
Oh
started
no,
the
One
stream.
Mastered.
Hi, I'm
Hey,
Eric.
One Master, I'm trying to.
Alan, I'm here with Mike.
Hi, Eric.
Gales,
That's me. Yes.
Adam,
Yeah.
and
That's Kurt.
Anthony
Also
Rogers.
Hey,
Yeah.
yeah.
Anthony.
It's YouTube Anthony is here.
Hey guys, what's up?
So,
Please like and
I don't know,
subscribe.
it's Wednesday. We always stream on Wednesday, so I'm going to play some of this game that's called How to Be a Tree, and maybe we'll look at Prey later, or maybe not. Who knows? Hard to say.
I really hope you find the answer, because I've been wondering about this for a long time.
It also just kind of auto-started on me, so... Hello, I am I. You are a tree.
Oh, there it is now.
Don't worry,
Okay.
being a tree is easy. How to be a tree. Do nothing.
I don't
Tree
like
life
this
sure is
eye
nice,
that's
huh?
Looking at us.
Sometimes I envy you
It's
trees.
freaking me out.
I hope you don't mind me staying here. I'm just taking in your majesty on this fine day.
I really think they're selling trees short, just do nothing. What about,
Hey,
like,
what are you doing?
breathable atmosphere?
Trees don't move. Oh shit, this tree is fucking going fucking wild.
Trees gone wild?
It's taking its shirt off.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
So there's an ending to this game where you never move. Like if you just sat there and never touched it,
oh really?
you get the true tree ending.
I'm so
Yeah,
glad that there's
there
a
was
tree.
like multiple endings to this, right? Like 12
Yeah,
endings. or
This is
something.
like
there are a ton of them. Yeah,
tree quap.
All right.
kinda.
Well, should we just hang out here then?
This would be the best stream ever.
Yeah, it'll have the highest number of views because it'll be so tranquil.
Some people say I stare too much.
Are you throwing shade at other streams?
Oh.
Is that a tree pun or?
Mm-hmm.
You
Yep.
should.
I'm just gonna leave right now.
Hmm.
You should branch
Yeah.
out into some new forms of comedy, Anthony.
You know, we really need to spruce this whole thing up.
For God's sakes.
You know, if they don't like it, they can log on to another stream.
Okie
Don't be a
dokie.
sap, man.
You are a tree, the devotee. Oh,
Devo tree.
You're a Devo t-shirt?
you are the most wonderful tree, perfect in symmetry, unchanging in pose, unperturbed by the elements, forever maintaining
But-
the ideal form. You are
But
the
are you
best
perturbator?
tree. Does a tree and the eye get married? Tree, I should build
Yeah,
a
they-
monument
Spoilers,
in your
man.
honor, a park in which
They
your glory
pine
may
for one
forever
another.
be enjoyed.
You know, guys, I think that I shall never see a poem as lovely as Eric is right now.
Nice.
World's best tree. And so you remain
You have
until the
that
end
on
of time, but does time not change us all? Do we not all get jetpacks eventually in the future? The end of time.
That's what I'm banking on.
Trees are a flat circle? Is that what this is?
Power
saying?
keys unlocked. And so goes the life of a
Power,
tree.
power keys?
P, untether time. So that's how it all ends, I see. What a romance.
When do you become a shoe tree? That's the question.
How to be a tree. Okay, I did it. I beat it.
You
You
did it.
became the tree.
An unchanging,
welcome.
idealized symbol loved until the end of time. Okay, then you can go back to any of the previous branches and branch off. I think I'm just going to go right to
No,
the jetpack
no pun
one.
intended.
What is it?
Yeah, for-
Period?
Yeah.
Where's the period key? Oh, shit. What? How? I can't. Oh, boy.
Wow. That's a lot of endings. Did you try not being a tree?
I like that you just
It's
took
not
off.
how not to be a tree.
Jet-powered Robo-Tree exploring the far reaches of space and time, ending 2 out of 16.
There you go.
In your honor. The tree moved. Oh no, it's out for our blood.
There's a delay. This is good.
So on a scale of buy, rent, skip,
I no
this is
longer
definitely
consider
buy.
this tree to be the best tree.
That's harsh, man.
Well, I mean, I'm kind of destroying their city and killing them all, so...
Yeah.
Like, that guy's not even a tree. Why is he supposed to tell you how to be a tree?
Yeah, that guy doesn't know jack.
That's a real crazy acrobatic tree you got happening there.
The tree will have its revenge. And so goes the life of a tree. This means war. Oh boy. We've found the home of the battle tree. Keep it surrounded.
The battle tree, more painful than a root canal.
Oh wow. Oh shit!
See what I did there?
Stay in your tanks.
Yeah.
Just keep firing. I can't control this tree very well. Oh shit! Okay, this has checkpoints in it. Damn.
You unlock the minigun if you finish with saving less than 3 times.
God, I hate that. Is that still a thing in that game, in the remake?
I don't know.
Yeah, there are unlocks.
And you have to like not save
like,
money.
Yeah, I mean, is it based on like number of saves?
I don't think it's based on number of saves per se, but they're time based. I think mostly.
Okay, that's better. I don't remember does Resident Evil 2 have does it have the thing where you have to have the item in order to save?
There's a hard mode that does have that, but the normal mode just has you can save as much as you want, and there's also auto saving.
That's good. That is much. That is an improvement for people that have an actual life outside of.
Oh, stop it!
You know.
I'm tired of people saying that they have a life or they don't have time just because there's a mechanic in a game that they don't like. Like, it's fine if you don't. You can just say I don't like it. You don't have to make up an excuse that you don't have. You don't have an extra like 30 minutes to play the game with the.
Well, I was trying to get out of saying that when I was.
Wait. You're the person that always complains about games wasting your time.
Well, that's true, but that's not saying I don't have time. It's because I don't want to waste the time.
Well, I was attempting to get out of that sentence halfway through it. What I went was, for some people that might be interrupted by small humans or small guinea pigs, you may have to stop suddenly, and so if you can't save, like that. This was why I was resistant to playing Dark Souls for a long time.
Right.
Dark Souls is surprisingly cooperative when it comes to this stuff.
Just
actually,
saves all the time.
Well, yeah. And also, you can kind of back up like 10 feet, and nothing will bother you.
Yep. Or you can just hang out next to a bonfire.
You can sit in a spot if you've cleared it out and wait. Yeah.
If you're not actively fighting enemies, you're basically safe to stop anytime you want.
Yeah.
Or you can hang out by a bonfire. It's always safe there.
Yeah. Eric has the most acrobatic tree I've ever seen.
Third for me.
Third most. Okay.
I flipped the tank over.
Don't bark at me, man.
Ah.
You knew I would.
And so goes the life of a tree.
I don't know. This whole thing goes against the grain of my way of playing things.
Mm-hmm.
Life's a birch, and then you die.
Finish changed this already. Maybe I accidentally picked it again.
Could be.
So do you choose different paths by doing different things, or do you actually just choose them off a menu?
Well, you can go anytime you finish a branch. It looks like you can go back to a previous one if you want to.
It seems to be what I saw there.
It actually looks like there's a secret path down through this thing. Damn, these fucking tanks, man. Oh, keep shooting my damn head off.
Anthony, where can I find cool items now that I have the flippers in Zelda?
Are you just playing the game?
In the water.
I'm playing the combo randomizer, Metroid and Zelda. Super Metroid and Link to the Past.
You can go under the bridge and get the bottle.
I did that. I also went into the through the waterfall near Zora.
Yep. The boomerang.
And also down the everything's random, right? So.
Oh, that's right.
Don't hold your breath. That's what I'm saying.
Also, that might have been a different waterfall. Where else can you go?
And so you crawled into safe hiding and became the stuff of legend, an ever-lurking mysterious danger. Terror. A terror of humanity lurking in the dark. You found it. The way to be a tree is to attack humans and then run into a hole and then become a boogeyman for all time, apparently.
Yep. That's how you... Yeah.
Hello, Coffee. Are you a tree?
I just got home. I'm freezing.
Tree, you have won. We surrender. Please be kind as our leader.
I need the YouTube stream key.
Didn't I give it to you already?
I use OBS for things other than YouTube, so I don't have it anymore.
I mean,
you just set up different profiles.
You should have.
I don't have it saved. I'm also using a different OBS.
Okay, great.
I might be able.
That, you guys should watch this.
I might be able to get it to you.
We're learning how to be a tree.
Yeah, I'm learning how to be a tree, so.
You should. This one might be slightly better than that.
No tree. What have you become?
Resident Evil 2. It is a Resident Evil 2 mod called Mr. Sex.
Your perfection is ruined.
I'm interested.
He has a thong with an umbrella symbol on it.
I need to fix this. I'll freeze you until we can get you right. I wonder what happens if you collect all the potato chips. Freeze Ray and oh my gosh! Leave me alone. And so goes the life of a tree. Captured.
We're in stream.
Good morning, tree.
There you go, Coffee.
Oh no.
I tied you up while you slept. While you slept for your own good. Tree. Tree?
I guess there's no reason not to do the Ice Palace place.
Do what?
Wow. So I'm at the point where... So I've been playing this Zelda Metroid randomizer for a long time, and I have got lots of stuff, but I have not managed to find the bow anywhere the whole time that I've been playing. Which is problematic, because there's a couple of dungeons you can't finish if you don't have the bow.
It's a good one to have, yeah.
So you escaped the dirt of this strange dark cave, cutting the ropes on your descent. Broom closet. Oh, hey, we got a new broom. What? What the fuck? It looks weird. Broom. Are you one of those fake brooms? Oh no, I have dialogue choices. No. Yes.
Oh yeah.
No. Then prove it. What is the origin of the word broom? You can't right now because I'm streaming this. The last name of our inventor, the scholar and cannon cleaner Harold Broom. The name of thorny shrubs used for sweeping. A portmanteau of bloom and room as we rejuvenate your room.
Bloom and room. The bloom room.
Definitely the last one.
Alright, well, I'll stop this now. Maybe I'll come back to this. This is really great.
Yeah.
It's really a thing.
Like I said, I meant to send it to you for Extra Life, and I totally forgot.
Seems like things have worked out.
Even better, because now Joe's not
If
here.
I'm honest, he lets me go instead of trying to burn me, which is nice.
And you know how much...
Oh no, it's a swimming level.
Uh-oh. Those are always the worst.
Ugh. Alright. Well, that's it for How to Be a Tree. Apparently my internet's working okay now. I didn't drop any frames there. Although I'm also, I think, streaming at a super low bit rate, so... it's not that low. 2500 is not too bad. Anyway, we'll be back in a couple minutes with something. Some prey. Anyway, we'll be back in a couple minutes with something. Some prey.
Maybe.
Confirm and go live. Please go live.
Why
Anthony, your joke should come with a Twigger warning. You want me to blow them?
Whatever it takes to get through it.
They don't have penises, so it's going to be tricky.
Confirm and go live.
You get the button
Live.
You mean
Live.
Twitch?
Fuck it, let's do it live.
We're doing it.
Are we on Twitch or YouTube?
We're on YouTube, I think.
Let's
All right.
fuck it live.
Yeah.
Jesus
We're on
Christ.
Chatterbait.
We're on Mixer because that's what Eric
You
wants.
put enough tokens in, Coffee will take his shirt off.
I also think it's delayed again.
I mean, it is. It's on like a 30-second delay on YouTube, no matter what you
In case you swear by mistake.
do. Right.
Fuck. Hey, the stream's live now.
It's
Hi,
live.
stream.
It's Festivus time. Is everyone
I'm
ready
sick
for
after-
It's our final Festivus thing.
finally, because
It's not
February
Festivus. It's Xmas. Festivus is a copyrighted thing owned by
now
whoever
it's
wrote
Festivus
fucking
and Colonel
Seinfeld.
Sanders is here. So
Everybody calls it Festivus,
Festivus.
but it's never been Festivus. It's always been Xmas.
That's true.
Xmas.
You're just trying to get those residuals because you copyrighted it like 5 years ago.
Yeah, Festivus was
it's
the
trademark.
thing, the gift exchange that we did on Talking Time like 10 years ago.
Which itself is just a Seinfeld thing.
Right.
But anyway,
Hi.
it's Festivus. Everyone's here.
You want to
I'm
introduce
here.
everyone?
except Joe, because he's
You're
moving.
here.
Hi, I'm Eric.
They're here.
Joe's here, apparently.
Hi, I'm also Joe.
Oh no, there's too many Joes.
I am not Joe.
This is the worst Christmas.
But I am. I'm Joe.
Who invited not Joe?
Oh, we're gonna play video games.
I'm not Santa.
What game are we playing?
We're playing Prey.
How did you come across this game? Is it because you're a very astute religious
Well,
follower?
it was on sale on Steam and it bought it for me.
Was it a Hanukkah present?
Yes.
I believe it's pronounced Chanukah.
It's
It was a
pronounced
12th
Xmas.
night. 12th night present.
Stixica?
So word of warning, I played this like the day after Anthony got it for me, and I haven't touched it since. So I'm
Excellent.
gonna expect all
I
of
see
you to
you-
talk about it.
You technically crossed the line.
I
as far
played
as the number of
4 hours and 43 minutes, I think.
Well, that's
I don't
more
know.
than you were supposed to. You must have really liked
Yeah,
it.
yeah. And then other games came out, and then I forgot this existed.
Because Coffee is the king of bright and shiny.
Yep.
New game comes out, he breaks it over his
This-
knee, sucks
he
all the
doesn't-
marrow out,
He only
gets
plays.
pissed off, throws
Right.
it down, moves on to the next game.
He only
That
plays
is
multiplayer games so he can get mad at other people on the internet.
Yeah.
correct.
And Tetris.
Right.
Right, where you can get mad at people on the internet. It's all
Isn't that an example of the
it's
thing you
common
just
thread.
said? Yeah.
Anthony, you should have bought Coffee a game where he could get mad at people on the internet.
I'll remember that for next year.
So what?
Instead, he can get mad at coffee mugs.
I, on the other
What
hand,
is Prey, Anthony, and why did you decide
What?
that this
Yes.
was the thing that you wanted to share?
This game is like System Shock or Bioshock or however you, but with a million
System
options
Shakalaka.
for freedom.
Uh-huh.
Like you're like, it's not so much like just you pick your weapon, but like what weapons you focus on actually change how you play
Hmm.
in like extreme ways. Like you get alien powers where you can turn yourself into random
Spoilers.
objects, or you can
there will be spoilers.
Lose stuff and run, or you can. I mean, I kind of like made myself a combination of. I hit stuff with a wrench, and then I turn into random objects in the environment and jump around as a coffee cup.
I pictured you as more of a sticky alien.
But you can clone the enemies so they fight for you. You can make it more of a traditional shooter and go in on shotguns and machine guns. But yeah, I mean, even then you can like slow time or like use your psychosis powers to like confuse enemies or stop them or stun them or like I've just never seen it, and the game like is completely flexible, and there's also it's got sort of the Deus Ex thing of like there are 3 or 4 different ways to get into every room.
You can take the door, you can hack the door, you can unlock the door, you can pick the lock on the door, you can hack the computer to unlock the door.
You can turn into the coffee cup and roll under the floor and then go in the tunnel that's down there.
Right, I was going to say, then there's also the air vent option. Is there any Kool-Aid Man breaking through the wall, breaking necks, things?
No. You can also use the foam gun thing. I can't remember what it's called.
Glue, that's right. Right?
Yeah, the glue gun to create bridges and stairways and things like that to get to areas.
Oh, I thought you were talking about. So you can find like because you read out all the emails on the ship. The people working on the ship created like these, like a Nerf bow, like a Nerf gun.
Yeah, I wasn't talking about the Nerf gun.
That's what I thought when you said the. But like, so there are lots of moments where you can get into like. Break open a window and fire the Nerf gun at the like controls inside and open the door that way.
Yep. Rather than hacking it. Or finding a key.
Right.
So for those that don't know, this is an Arcane Studios release who also did Dishonored.
I don't think I put that together.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So when they were working on this and Dishonored 2 at the same time. So they have a studio in Austin and a studio in France, Lyon, I think. It came out in 2017. I voted it I think, 4th or 5th in my top 10.
I mean, it's a very good version of a kind of game that I really like.
Right. So I was going to say, it's of a piece in some ways of, like you said, System Shock, Dishonored, Thief, these kinds of things where, there's just all kinds of systems going on, and you're, the spanner in the works trying to figure out how to break the thing open and do what you want.
There's always a wrench.
Yeah, exactly.
There's always a wrench and
a lighthouse.
Related to previous discussions about Dead Space and things like that, the game takes place on a gigantic space station that you can actually go outside of and fly around, and there's stuff outside, there's stuff inside. But, structured similarly to like BioShock in that there are different sections. So there's, labs and there's security sections and this and that. And so you're sort of working your way around while trying to figure out what the hell happened and who you are, what's going on.
How many times your brain has been modified. I played like the first 2 or 3 hours of it.
Yeah.
But that seemed to be the central
so I played.
It starts off with a very Portal moment where you're like,
yeah.
It seems like you're living in an apartment and joining your brother on or sister, I guess, if you pick the
it depends on
man
there's a brother and a sister, and you can pick a man or a woman, and the other one is your sibling
for the company, and then you're taken by helicopter to a place where they're going to do some tests, and then it turns out that you are tricking yourself into taking the tests over and over and over again and doing weird brain modification procedures to yourself.
Or are you, or is someone else doing that to you?
Because the whole testing thing and the apartment that you were in is all
all faked. Yeah.
Right. It was a fake testing thing for a real testing thing, which is
And what's great is, as this goes on, like you eventually like bust out of there and you're going through the space station, but you start to see some of the labs where they're like, they've been looking at like some of your medical records and like they're talking about they like are documenting like spikes in paranoia and like not trusting anyone and like your personality, like they call it personality drift, I think, where like you seem like a different person than you used to be, even though theoretically they're wiping it after every test, so it shouldn't matter. And
and there are also people who don't know that this is all happening.
Right.
And they're wondering why the fuck you're acting so weird.
Yeah.
Because you keep getting reset.
But it's a good it kind of reinforces the like that's what, like the beginning was really strong for setting the tone, because then you're like,
yeah,
I got so far in this game and still had not decided whether I was crazy or whether they were trying to make me think I was crazy.
Right. Yeah, when the right before the game came out, they released a demo that was essentially just the first hour of the game, up to the point you make it to your office. So you have the first revelation about, well, it turns out this is not all happening, and you're, your first day at work and all this stuff and none of that is true. Up to the point where you get to your office and find out everything's all fucked. And
you wake up and go, "This is not my glutiful wife."
Exactly. Nice. Yes, life during space time. And I got to the end of that demo and I immediately ordered the game because it was like, I'm in. I'm totally in.
It's good. And then the other thing about this game is I have a tendency in these sorts of games to carry around whatever random items they give you. So like that are completely useless otherwise. And so like when I first played Fallout, I immediately was like over encumbered because I kept every fucking clipboard and copy I found.
You got to pick up all the stuff. It's true.
But in this game, the machines melt those down into like atoms, and then you use them to like
craft ammo and weapons,
include everything. Not only can you do that, but you can also craft the item that gives you the upgrade for your ability.
Yeah, you can craft neuromods
and you can also get these grenades that like immediately shrink stuff down into their like atom bits for you to use. So I just like would pile desks and clipboards and garbage cans and banana peels like in these giant piles and then chuck a grenade at them and like immediately collect all the elements and then go and like buy myself a new like thing to stick in my brain that gave me psychic powers.
So I shied away from doing any of the alien stuff because I had heard that or
wanted to preserve his purity.
Right, exactly, and the purity of my essence was important. No, there's an intimation that if you go too far with that can be a problem for you.
Yeah, so it can be a problem in that if you buy too many of them, all of the turrets in the game scan you and think you're an alien presence and immediately fire at you.
Right.
So that can make some parts more difficult.
And so I will note that at the point that it became apparent that you could do this, I had already dumped a whole bunch of upgrades into hacking and making turret buddies and everything. So I was like, I want my turret buddies because, of course, what I would do when I was in an area was I would find a turret and I would carry it around with me and be like, okay, I don't know what's down this hall. Let me put this turret down. Now let me go down this hall and see what's happening. If the turret starts firing, I know shit's going down. Sometimes I would face it behind me. Okay, well, I think that's all clear, but I'm going to put that over there. And we'll see what happens because, see previous comments about coffee cups aliens disguised as coffee cups. Just because it looks clear doesn't mean it really is clear.
Yeah, that I guess we didn't talk about that element. Like, there's a good element in the early parts of the game where you walk in a room and you'll see like 2 coffee cups on a desk,
Yeah.
And one is like clearly there should be only one. Or like places like there's two phones right next to each other. And like, why the heck is there two phones? If right as your brain processes, why are there two phones on that desk?
One of them jumps up and eats your face.
Yeah.
And then you're like, oh fuck!
I was using my face.
I needed that face, man. Where else am I going to put my neuromods? By the way, this continues also the Dead Space thing of jamming something in your eye.
Yes,
great.
Because that's how you install the neuromods.
Yep.
In your eye, wow.
Yeah.
In your eye. That's how you get the fastest way to the brain, Mike.
That's exactly.
I should know that. I'm basically a doctor.
Yeah.
Or you have a brain, I think.
I never claimed that.
So, yeah. So I will say, for me, I enjoyed playing the game, but I did not enjoy it as much as Dishonored 2. And I think that's because the power... I enjoyed the powers more, and it was more of a... you know, there were more puzzle boxy type things that you could do in that game.
I mean, that's my number one, like, itch I like to have scratched is like, how am I gonna sneak into this area and take out those guys
and just dismantle this whole thing?
Just, right. Like, so this game doesn't do quite that.
Right. Exactly.
But this is like itch number 2.
Right.
Which is collecting stuff, collecting upgrades, skill trees, and
skill trees and exploring and so on.
And then
is there more you want to say about the regular game?
Yes.
Okay.
Just that there's also
because at some point we should transition and talk about Moon Crash.
Yeah, I want to do that in a second.
All right.
I think it's also I was just impressed with the level of which they like supported whatever the hell you wanted to do. Like they artificially limit how much you can upgrade yourself at first, and then eventually they're like, ah, fuck it. If you went and did the side quest to let yourself do it, so why not? And then you just like can tear through the game if you want to. But there's even little things like the thing that Coffee sent me a message about when I first gave him this game was there's a optional achievement for when you're in that fake like going to your job in the like weird simulation at the beginning of the game. You can immediately leap into the helicopter blades and kill yourself, and then you get an achievement for it. It made me really, really happy to see. Like, I was like, "What? I wonder what happens if I do this dumb thing." And it's like, "Yep, it does kill me." And yep, they're like, "Someone might do this." Yeah. But I guess the game is super flexible, also in that like, if like any of the NPCs are killable. And it just like works its way around the fact that they are or are not.
They're gone.
Yeah.
Yeah. I will note there's a crew of I don't know how many. You know, that had been on the station prior to the shit hitting the fan. And there's like a security screen. Or interface in a lot of the computers that you can get to, and every single one of them is listed in it, where they were, whether they're okay or not, and you can actually go and find every single body.
Yep.
If you want to do that, so you can be like, okay, I'm gonna look for this person now. Be like, all right, well, go over there, and suddenly it's like, oh yeah, they're floating out like on, you know, like 2 kilometers away from the station. And they're in a space shuttle, turns out, because they were trying to get
They were trying to get out of there.
Yeah, exactly. And they were murdered by aliens, so hey, good luck with that.
I also like, to your point about not doing the alien powers, there's a part where you get to a bunch of the security guys like hold up, and they're like, okay, well, we're gonna try to like get you in here, but there's all these guys in the way, and I just walked up and like used my powers and like destroyed all the aliens in front of them, and they were like, holy shit, like, what the fuck are you?
Yeah.
But if they see you like use some of the powers, like transforming into a cup, they assume you're an alien and will immediately like open fire on you.
Oh man.
To be fair, I would assume that of you also if I saw you transform.
Yeah, right.
Into a cup.
I mean, I mean, fair.
I mean, what kind of cup?
It's a gold, whatever the company is in this game. I've already forgotten.
Does it have a wireframe set of lungs on it?
No. Trust me, I wanted that.
Maybe you can mod the
Anyways,
game.
So then, they also released this DLC for this game called
Snowpiercer.
The Snowpiercer, yes. It's about a train.
Moonpiercer.
It's about pizza.
Called Moon Crash, and Moon Crash is.
It's about butts that get in car accidents.
It's. No, that's Moon Cash.
Okay.
It's
That's about people that hide things in butts.
we just call them people, Eric.
Boy.
Anyway.
Are you guys paying attention to the stream right now?
Yes.
I'm a roll toilet paper.
I see that. I know. I'm waiting for this.
Speaking of butts.
It's very hard to control.
The cup?
I love this.
No, roll toilet paper.
Yeah,
Roll of toilet paper. Oh, I just
It would have been great if you could have become a loaf of bread and then they just transitioned directly into I am bread.
Yeah, the number of times that I couldn't get, like, I broke into security places not by hacking, but by turning into like a towel or something and sliding under the door. It's pretty great.
You should know that as soon as Anthony texted me, he got the power that let him turn into a coffee cup. He started fiddling with it, and he texted me because at that point his wife was like, "You are the worst," and left. Because she knew he'd spend like a half an hour fucking around as a coffee cup.
That's all I did, and every time she's like, "God damn it."
This is after spending like 4 days trying to get this game to work so that she could watch you play it.
Yeah, exactly.
It was 4 days stretched across months. Oh yeah, weird coffee cup.
I'll have for,
So coffee, you can later, you can upgrade that ability so you can turn into bigger objects. So you can turn into like a turret or those like rolled up items, those rolled up, whatever those things are right there. I never successfully got it to work as far as like I hid and turned into a chair so that a thing didn't attack me. Maybe because I couldn't resist moving.
What a surprise. Why is that chair jumping up and down?
Just moving a little bit, edging towards the door. So Moon Crash was DLC they released for this game, and it's like kind of this game, but also kind of a roguelike where you are a person who's doing a simulation of like
so there's a moon there's a moon base that happened that has an incident that is parallel
sort of crash
to all
if you
of
will.
this goes down. Yeah. And you are tasked with trying to figure out what happened by running simulation of the events as you found them. By the way, I voted this my number 3 game of last year, the Moon Crash specifically.
Yeah. So basically, you start up a run of this simulation by you choose a character, which you have 1 to start with, and
eventually what you're trying to do is there are 5 different characters, and you're trying to do one run in which you get all 5 out.
Yeah, out of the way they get out is like you get to an escape pod. There's a rocket ship.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of different methods to get away, get out of the get off of the base, and you have to work your way through the game and figure out what all is there, unlock the various characters, and then as you go, so anytime you die, the simulation resets, but you can also optionally reset it on your own. You can decide to reset it anytime you like, and you might want to do that because across every run within a specific simulation setup, all of the objects and things are persistent. So if you go as a character in your first run and empty, some storage bin, then whatever was in there is not there anymore for the next character. Right. And so you have to figure out how you want to allocate these things across all of your characters to try and make sure they all get a successful run. And like if you hack a door to unlock it, then it'll be unlocked for the next characters. And they break the now I see it. They break the skill tree apart, and so each character has a different chunk or separate chunks that are unique to them depending on what their job is. There's like, a scientist and an engineer and security person, stuff like that, and they have different skills, and they don't have access that are all like generally available within the main game as one skill tree. They're broken apart, and it's like you only get these couple of skills that you can get access to.
So you got like a dude that has psychic powers, but he has almost no offensive capabilities other than that.
Right, he can't fight with weapons, generally speaking.
So he might make sense to go later in the run because someone else has cleared out some of the
right.
Stronger
Although,
there's
the longer you're in the simulation, the worse things get because the conceit is that
the moon is crashing.
Well, that it's a simulation of everything going to hell in a handbasket. So the longer that you're in it, all of that stuff is going on, and also the more things that you do to unlock stuff and things like that, you're filling in the gaps in the simulation data so that you actually know how bad it really was. And so things start to get worse and worse the further along you go.
So is it like when you first go through a room, it's okay, and then you learn, oh, actually the room was on fire, so every time after that,
that is exactly it.
That sounds really. I'm very interested in Moon Crash.
It's really good.
Yeah. Moon Crash is really cool.
I'm definitely more interested in Moon Crash than
the thing that I don't like about it is that it's set on the moon, so everything is super floaty, and I don't like the way that I don't like the way the jumping and movement feels.
Yeah,
which is kind of. I wish I could just turn that off. I like a good moon level as much as the next guy, but
you don't want the whole game to be.
Yeah, I don't want it all to be set on the moon.
Yeah, so it takes like the basics, mechanics and things of the main game, and then just puts this additional structure around it that I thought was just really fascinating. And I was even more into it, obviously, based on what I was saying about my ratings than the main game, even though I liked the main game. But the whole sort of strategy of, okay, when do I do this and when do I do that, and do I leave this for this person, do I do that thing, who goes first and which way do they escape and so on. And each of the characters also has like a little storyline that's part of all of that, that you discover as you go. That's all very interesting. And then you're like, okay, I gotten as far as I can here. I could go again, but I'm going to reset it because now I know I want to do this instead.
Right.
And all of that I thought was really fun.
No, and I mean it's like I remember generally the first time you escape, you take the rocket ship, and it felt like such an accomplishment to do it. And then by my fifth run, I was like, yeah, rocket ship.
Yeah, we'll leave the rocket ship for the last person because that's really easy.
That's easy.
Yeah, the most there's one you have to do where you have to like coordinate two different people together to even make it available.
Okay. See, I didn't actually. I only unlocked 3 of the 5 characters, I think.
Okay.
So I didn't. Yeah, I kind of because I started it directly after this.
Yeah, I was gonna note.
At some point,
you asked me. You got done with the main game, and you were like, "That was really excellent. I feel like I want to take a break. It was so long."
Yes.
And and I was like, "Well, you can." And he's like, and you said, "But I'm worried about, you know,
My
like
skills
losing all my skills and so on." And I said, "Well, you'd probably be okay because of the way it sort of starts out, right? It doesn't throw everything at you right away, so you have some time to ramp up." Because I played them, you know, months apart because I played the original game when it came out, and I played Moon Crash when it came out, which was like the next year.
Yeah. I feel like I definitely benefited from playing through the main campaign because some of the weird behaviors of both the environment and some of the enemies, like I had sort of internalized, so I could use it to my advantage.
Yeah.
But, did you ever see a nightmare in the main game, by the way?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Because so when you use the alien powers, every couple that you like upgrade, it causes
The
like
nightmare
a
comes
huge
after you.
monster to spawn. So I'm assuming I saw it more often than you did.
Yeah, I mean, he probably spawned less than 5 times in the game that I played.
Yeah.
And I tried when he first spawns, you get through a couple of sections of the game, and then that spawns, and you get like a little quest. It's like deal with the nightmare. And I tried to fight him at that point, but I was relatively low powered, and he just kicked the shit out of me. And I tried a couple of times, but the other thing is you don't have to kill him. You can just wait him out if you want, and literally you wait him out. You're just like, okay, I'm gonna hunker down in this. And
you can do a side quest to get a few. You have a few charges that will let you like get rid of him instantly.
Yeah.
But does he like come back, or is it once he's gone?
He does. Yeah. If you vanquish him, he'll come back later.
But I guess it like makes the respawn timer longer if he's killed rather than. The only time I killed him was I was in the like shuttle bay, and he was like way below me, even though he's giant. But like I was way up in the rafters, and I like turned a little robot as my friend, and he like locked onto the robot and was trying to smash it, but it was stuck under something, so he couldn't get it. But he would, no matter what I did, would only focus on this.
He was just fixated on that.
So I jumped down from the I jumped straight down with my shotgun from the thing and just shot him in the face as I was like falling, and he didn't even care, and I just like did that until he died.
Nice.
You kept climbing back up and then jumping down?
Yes. But it was good. Like that's the thing about this game, is it is definitely I would say not like top tier, not a AAA game, maybe like a AA game, or maybe just an A game, because it's
just a game.
It's definitely wonky in some ways that like if it had more money it would not be. So things like the AI just getting totally stuck, or occasionally like falling through the floor.
Yeah.
But I mean, I didn't care. Only one time ever was I killed because I fell through the world.
Well, that's good. I'm glad.
Yeah.
Anyways.
So yeah.
It's a lovely game.
And you can, for those that are interested or whatever, you can actually buy Moon Crash separately.
Really?
Yes, you can. Yep.
I thought you had to have the base game.
Yeah, I was suddenly realizing that maybe that wasn't true.
I could have sworn you... Huh, maybe not. Well, double check that before.
Yeah, I'm looking.
They're both good. So play them both anyways.
I'm almost certain that I don't have time for like a 25-hour...
25 hour is low.
Yeah, so there you go.
Definitely
Even less motivated. But I
see Kurt
Mike,
play like I do.
You've probably put that much time into that randomizer thing. You have time, you just don't want to. It's okay.
That's what I'm saying. I don't have time for that.
Whereas
Okay,
I want
enough.
more things like this, so I definitely have the time for it.
I was going to say, I'm actually going to finish my sentence by saying I probably do have that much time to play the procedural generated roguelike version of that sounds way more interesting to me.
There you go.
Except it's set on the moon, so
this content requires a base game. So yes,
But you see, it's all about expectations. Now I know that it's on the moon. That's
right.
fine.
So you know it's floaty, so it'd be cool.
I know it's going to be floaty. You might as well just call it Floaty Crash.
You need both. Currently, you can buy the main game and the 2 DLC things for $40. And I'm sure when there's a Steam sale, it'll be much cheaper.
It's definitely just a chair that's coffee.
It's fine.
He's just trying. He's working for the aliens. Don't listen to him.
He's in the pocket of Big Chair. There's a lot of mimics in this room.
Yeah, I was just thinking the same.
It's like, that's kind of weird. That chair's fine.
Yeah, right.
No, that chair's fine.
Oh.
Well, I also got the achievement.
Take that guy's stuff. For what?
For eating everything in the game. If
Nice.
you eat every kind of food you can find, there are a lot.
There are a lot.
I did it.
How many jellied eels did you eat? That's the question.
So many. This is I think Abby was eventually like, why are there jellied eels in so many games we play? And I was like, it's the same company.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, they're jelly deals in his face also.
Yes.
Honored.
Yeah. Which makes more sense in Dishonored because there's a whole like nautical
sort of
nautical economy.
British. Right.
Yeah. Phantoms.
Well, I think the ship
It's
is
just
like
a regular
powered by
Phantom, you're
eels
fine.
or something, right?
Yeah, that's right. Yep. Watch out for that mimic that
I already died.
just whacked you. Yeah, it's fine. So yeah, so Prey. That's
Yep.
Prey.
It's really good.
And that's our last Xmas thing. Only 3
Only a few
months.
months before the
Only
next
took us
one.
3 months. Yeah. So join us in a couple of weeks for Xmas 2019, where I will make Eric. Well, it can't be Eric. It'll be somebody else.
It's almost time for E-Stick.
Okay, so we're gonna stick Mike with this game next year, and we're gonna stick Alex with the DLC.
The Kerbal Space Program.
No.
Program
No,
for
this
The
is-
DLC
this is
for Subnautica.
DLC now. Yeah.
Okay.
Alex will just say, "I'm not doing this," and he won't care.
Yeah, we're gonna have to give him a year off.
Why does Alex think he has a choice in the matter?
I don't know.
I feel so bad for the little turtles in this Zelda game that you just gotta kill.
I mean, they're kind of trying to kill you. They're just not real effective because they don't have eyes.
Don't
Anyway.
feel bad because you're a top predator, Mike.
I mean, we don't know. Maybe lions feel hella guilty all the time.
They're cats. Of course they don't.
That's a good point.
Anyone have anything else to say about Prey?
Do you have anything else to say about Prey?
It's okay.
It is a game
There are
that
a
you
lot of
played
things
for
about it that I
4 hours and 43 minutes previously.
There are things I like about it, and there are a lot of things I really don't like about it. Like, I hate the movement in this game a lot.
Yeah.
It just
It's really
feels
weird.
super off, and I don't enjoy moving in this game. Like, I know you're supposed to play super slow, but at the same time, I also feel like I'm not in control of the character half the time.
When I played
the character feels drunk.
Yes.
Mooncrash felt weird to me at first, because one of the first things I did was upgrade your movement and your jumping as high as I could.
Does that help?
In the games? Yes. It makes you very fast and you can leap on top of stuff. It's pretty great.
Which is really good in that first area. Because dealing with the moon shark is a pain in the ass.
Shark, right.
Yeah, I like the story.
But yes, yes, we said moon shark.
Mm-hmm.
Can you turn into a toilet Saints Row 3?
I'm pretty sure you can.
Okay.
I don't know.
I'm almost positive you can.
Never mind, this is the game.
That'll be the last thing we test in this stream.
Eric Gerbeck says it looks like it moves like a late 90s PC FPS.
I mean, that's what it's, inspired by, so.
Yeah.
Your Deus Exes and System Shocks. And
yeah, exactly.
Nope. I just became the toilet cleaner.
Yeah, because the toilets are bolted down, you can't move, so. Yeah, that's not the right elevator.
I'm almost positive you can find like a toilet, like in a storage area later that you can turn into. I'm almost positive I did that.
Okay. Take your word for it.
Fulfills your every sexual fantasy.
Oh, the
All
ice
of
rod. Yay.
Every single one.
Wow.
Guys, I needed that ice rod real bad.
So yeah, that's that.
Did you check all the chests in Zelda?
I'm on it.
Okay.
I like the story in this game. I just don't enjoy playing it to see the story. That's my biggest gripe about it. Like, it's interesting. It's just I feel like I'm fighting the controls when I play it. It kind of makes me stop.
I mean the game is way too long that if you're not comfortable with controlling it, that that's not going to do it for you.
Yeah. But I can see how people like this game.
Yeah.
You can turn into a cup.
You can turn into a cup.
Well, that's the thing.
I feel like it was not in the marketing materials nearly enough.
Well, they were trying to keep that whole thing quiet.
Yeah. But they blew it because why
the people need to know.
I think Anthony. I think I could hear Anthony's squeal from 45 minutes away when he started doing that.
Anybody else have anything to say about Prey?
No, I think we covered. I think we have achieved completion here.
I'll turn into one last thing and then stop the stream. What do I turn into?
Oh, you're in the lab.
This game's okay, but I enjoyed Prey and Love better.
Nice. Snarkcast Production says it gives them System Shock 2 flashbacks, which it should because that was the
whole thing.
Those things were inspirations for this.
Like, I listened to Sean Elliott talk for years about how good System Shock 2 was, and then BioShock when that came out, and he had a hand in designing this, and it really shows.
They should make a Stalker type game next.
Does our game still exist?
I have no idea.
Yes, they do.
Do they?
Yep. Roland, Rafael Colantonio left, but the company still exists.
You know what would make this game way better?
What?
I've had contextual commands for the things he turned into, like on the garbage can right now, and I want to push the left mouse button to like open my lid and close it.
Flap
it. Banana peels at people.
I agree.
Oh, let's pray. It's a video game. Festivus is over. Did it.
Thanks, Prey.
We did it.
Hooray.
Thanks for watching.
Hooray for Prey.
For all the
Next year
things
we'll
that
get
you
the
watched.
name of this event right.
Next year you'll get the name of the event right.
And no one else.
Anthony is the one. I blame him.
They did what?
We talked about Mooncrash earlier. Snarkcast asking if it has the expansion. That's a separate purchase, but it's well worth playing.
Yeah, Snow Crash. Oh my god, yeah. I should go read. I should go fucking read Snow Crash again.
It's been quite a while since I read
it. Good.
It's real good.
It's not good. It was good.
It's not good.
Not anymore.
Have you read it recently?
When did I last read that book?
Tell me about the Deliberator. Tell me about molecule thick inch obsidian swords.
Yeah.
Tell me about the Tower of Babylon and I forget what the
it's probably been
language as a virus.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Now I kind of want to read Snow Crash.
I know, right?
All right, let's all go read Snow Crash. Merry Christmas,
Right.
everyone.
So we're all gonna read Diamond Age. Wait, no.
What's the thing YT says all the time? The catchphrase from the book.
YouTube.
What the fuck?
Yep.
Yeah.
What does YouTube say?
Like and subscribe.
Oh my god.
The future was worse than he could have predicted.
Right.
Fuck.
Oh man.
All right.
What the fuck is it? This is gonna drive me crazy now.
I'll wait till you find it.
All right,
want to end the stream.
Oh boy. Yep, this is gonna be really good.
I can't wait.
Oh god damn it.
Hero protagonist.
If I took the time out to have an opinion about everything, I wouldn't get any work done.
All right, never mind. Forget it.
Okay, clearly, he did not predict the internet.
Yeah, the internet was around when that book came out.
When did Snow Crash come out?
A long time ago.
Yeah, that's the question. '92.
1992. Yeah.
That was a long time ago.
Mm-hmm.
Tune in next week for the On the Stick Book Club.
Hell yeah!
Actually, I really do. I really do want people to give me book suggestions.
Should we do a book club?
We could do a book club.
I'm gonna be on vacation.
Have you read Orcs and Crake?
Next year,
once a month.
we'll just send
Mike?
us books.
I have not read basically any books in like the last 8 years.
10 years? Yeah,
I mean, that's an older book.
I just downloaded the sequel to that.
Matt Adam.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really good. I like that
really
one
good.
more than Orcs and Crake, but
Well, that's good to hear.
Right.
I like the Orcs and Crake.
Can I end the stream?
oh,
Yes.
have you not ended the stream?
Well,
We wrapped up like